Hello. Okay, hopefully this is working again. Which, alright, this the same thing happened yesterday where at a certain point, like the stream just oh sorry, I had to restart my computer. Yeah, the stream just like whatever at a certain point, and then I just had to restart, and then it came back, and everything was fine again. So hopefully I won't have to do that forever. Like hopefully. Oh yeah. So all right. No, let me hold on. Let me piece the stream back together again. Um, Hopefully that's. I don't know if I imagine that has to be like something about my ISP or because like this whoops audio is like that this is a very new thing. Like yesterday was the first time I had to do this, and apparently again I had to do it again today. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but I anyways, I mean at least it's quick enough to solve. I just have to restart, but I don't want to have to restart super often. So whatever that is, it'd be it'd be nice to get like a more permanent solution to it. But look, we're back. Sorry about sorry about that delay. Sorry about the brief interruption there. I just saved every. Excuse me. I just saved everything that we were working on, and and we can pick right up where we left off. Yeah. So yeah, how is this looking? I guess this is fine. The red is actually the red part. There's not actually this red stuff going on here. I just drew in that red so that I would remember what part is never actually visible, because there's no point in actually like making it look good if it's never going to show up. So yeah, this is looking a bit flat. So I should probably stagger the height of these ceiling shapes. Yeah. So now that I'm going in with a slightly finer tooth comb, I'll probably want to add in more of this like layering, not like literal layering. Hey, Elite Rich. Sorry about the delay. Yeah, I should probably go in with the with like a what layer am I working on? Not layer 3. Wait, what? Oh yeah, this is the layer I'm working on. Yeah, alright, good. It's like, why are there so few layers? But yeah, this is because the rest of them are just hidden. Alright, so yeah, let's get back to it, shall we? Actually, I'm just gonna re-enable this stuff for a second. I'm like, yeah, that looks, ooh, that does kind of still look like a sky texture. So maybe I should change the, yeah, maybe I should change the color of those minerals. So what would make it less skyish? So maybe I'll just color shift the whole thing. I'll make the sky, no, it's not the sky. I'll make the minerals more green, because like green is gonna look less like the sky texture, and I think that'll shift the mold or the phosphorescence. It'll shift it more towards orange. Let's see how that goes. Cause like yeah, we need this not to read like the sky, and like so far, that's what it's reading like. So, all right. So let's select all adjustments, hue and saturation. So no, that's more blue. Yikes. I don't necessarily want this whole thing to be greenish, because we already have the forest, or the forest is very green. So I want to come up with because like the mountains are very orangey red, and the forest is very green. So I wanted to do like a different like color. Excuse me. Sorry. I want to do a different color then just green again. But oh wait, the script's not running. Is one thing that I didn't redo. It's still running with the whatever old art, so whatever. But I mean, it still has the like super old art, but whatever. Yeah. All right. So not reddish, not greenish. What colors? What other color options are there at this point? Like blue. Oh wait, here. Let me cancel that because I won't want to shift just that. I want to shift like the entire image. So I think I can do all the layers at the same time if I just don't have anything selected. Is that how that works? No? I guess I do still have to do it layer by layer. Alright, so for temporary, I will flatten the layers. At least I'll flatten these two layers together. Because like this middle layer doesn't do anything to the color story. So I'll just smoosh this. Wait, what? Oh, no. I'll just move this for a second and then smoosh this down. No, not that one. Smoosh this one down. Thank you. Alright, now let's see what we can do to the hue. So this is if it was just like greenish, but I don't want it to be greenish because the forest is greenish. This would be like if it was reddish, but I don't want it to be reddish because oh, sorry, I opened my mobile when I had to restart my computer, but it was just like giving me notifications. I'll put that away so as not to get distracted. Wait, what? Oh. Streams live. Maybe try refreshing. I'm not crazy, right? Like, I'm not the only one who can see that my stream is live again, right? You guys can see that my stream is live again. Okay, Russ Jr. seems to agree. Alright, so, thank you, Russ. So, yeah, is there another color story that sells this as that would work with this as a cave and also, I mean, I guess there's always gray, right? There's always just like the desaturated version. But that's boring. That's no fun. What about like, yikes. Twitch can be a bit finicky for me sometimes, failing to load streams and stuff like that. Sorry you're afflicted by sad face. Maybe I will go for a more muted palette, like even more muted. Or actually, you know what? Instead of making, yeah, maybe I'll stick with like a grayer palette, like dropping the saturation as we drop the lightness, and I'll just the bioluminescence will like hey Sir Lol Troll Leader, don't you get? Oh yeah, I'm in space. This is oh, that was Earth. Did you see it? Earth just went by. Oh, it went by quick. Yeah, these are my new digs. I live in space now. So yeah, so maybe, yeah, so I won't force this like blue tone. I'll just pick up the bioluminescence off of the off of the fungi or whatever that stuff is. Or maybe I'll just, yeah, no, I don't know. The main point is that I can't go blue. I can't go as blue as we've been going. So yeah. I merged layers weird, right? Yeah, so let's undo that. Okay. And now let's just desaturate this layer for now, for starters. Or hold on. Just desaturate it. Yeah. Yeah, let's just desaturate it for now. Because the way I do the layers, like the background tends to be less saturated than the foreground, so sadly I think we must do that here. And of course that'll desaturate the it'll desaturate the fungi as well, but we can restore that. How did we get these colors? They look greener than the rest of the blues. Did I just like make up that color? Maybe. It's kind of snowy. If I turn sideways, it could almost look like snow, right? Oh, hey, Smelson. How's it going? I wasn't reading. I wasn't reading names at first. Hey. Yeah. I need a better screen. I actually ordered a better screen already. Right now I can basically only do stars, but hopefully I can do other more interesting backgrounds in the once I get some slightly better technology going on. Speaking of backgrounds, I'm trying to make a cave for well, you can see like the temp version of the temp art version of the cave, like scrolling down along the bottom of the screen. But I want to make it better because right now it looks like it doesn't even look like garbage. It just looks like a mess. So yeah, I just need to. I always knew I needed to. I'd need to like do a major correction of colors at some point, but I actually didn't realize that it would be quite this major. So all right, let's adjustments, hue and saturation. Actually, all right, yeah. You know what? I'm going to open just so I can get it close. I'm gonna open the what is this journey followed? BG's cave ping 0. All right, yeah. I just wanted to have this on hand so that as I'm balancing the colors, I can balance it against that. Alright, so desaturate it a bit. Shift the hue to be more blue-ish. Yeah. Less saturation. Ugh, I should just redo it with the I should just do my best to yeah, okay, so so the project that we're working on is like it's kind of what you see scrolling along the bottom of the screen there. Except like this is temp art that I'm working on, so it doesn't look very good right now. Oh, excuse me. Oh. The project is it's going to be so it's actually going to occupy that space on stream, and it's supposed to be like I've been calling it like a side quest for the stream. It's basically going to be like a light adventure game that plays through chat and in that space on the screen in the stream as like another level of interaction, I guess, for the stream, like another thing to do. There's like a system of experience points that you can earn as you like participate in the adventures, and so right now I'm working on background art as I'm like because like right now we have like mountains, we have forests, and I'm making a cave just so that the art like changes up a little bit and it's not like the same thing all the time. And then I need to work on character art as well. And then once I have it, like that's pretty much all I'm planning on implementing for the first version, and then I'm gonna have it run like as the stream as it when I stream, the game will be running as well. So it'll just be like a little companion thing for the for this project. I'm working independently. It is not a collaborative project. But gosh, yeah, I kind of wish I hired an artist for this project because I I'm getting there. I don't know. I'm making progress. Um, so yeah, I just really need to. It'd be nice if there was like a if there's like a quicker way to just like swap out colors. But basically, what I need to do now is just swap out these tones for a corrected palette. And like for starters, I think I'll just like one for one, like replace these colors with oops, not that, with colors from the top layer. And oh yeah, I just realized I'm not actually listening to anything anymore, which is fine. I just probably don't need to be wearing my earbuds anymore either. So I guess this will be the lighter color from the top layer. Oh no, the top layer isn't very light at all. It's actually very dark, and I did know that. So I'll need to invent a new color. It'll be like, oh wow. Yeah, no, I have to start. All right, no. I can't start with that, actually. I have to start, deselect. I start with this. And I guess this will be the dark color from the top. Although, ultimately, it will get actually a little bit darker. But it's going to start as... oh, it's going to start as this color. Maybe? Dropper tool. How'd that look? Yeah, sure. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I bet you killed it. I wish I could. I wish I could have seen it, but that's that's oh man, holy crap! Oh, sorry, but that's I ooh, that is yeah, that is fantastic. Oh yeah, so for everyone watching, Smelson and I are working on this other project that Smelson just kind of like reached out to me and was like, "Hey, do you want to help develop a prototype or like a demo version of the project?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And it's I don't mean to brag, but it's a pretty cool project, and so the presentation he was talking about is for this other that we're working on. We've actually shown it on stream before. It's like it's a different type of game project, but it's a really cool one, and Smelson is the CEO for the company, and I can only imagine that he probably gave like a really great show. he is a delightful and and really really fun and he has like those people skills that everyone keeps talking about, like whatever those are. he I'm just, I mean, not having been there, I'm just guessing it was probably like a fantastic whoa, wait, what's happening here? Oh, right, that part's the water. So wait, hold on. I guess I'll hold off on adding that part. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I'm assuming the presentation was top notch. I'm just picturing it in my mind, and in my mind, as I picture it, the presentation was top notch. No, I wish I could have been there, but oh, Captain Capsule. If you were doing art for this project, it would come out way better. Yeah, right now I'm like converting the color palette for this thing, this abomination that I've started. And how am I doing that exactly? I guess I guess this is supposed to be this color roughly. Oops, no, wrong way. This color. So, I guess I'll just go like this. Is that, yeah, that works, I guess. I'll just go like this and it will be converted. Hey, alright. Is that? Ugh. Oh gosh. Well, I'm gonna have to clean it up either way, but I guess this is technically better. No, I'm working on this project independently. I should have hired an artist for it or something, or I just shouldn't have bitten off as much as I did. But no, I've sealed my own fate with this one, Captain Capsule. Thank you for your offer. Oh man. Yeah, I hadn't asked, but I was thinking like everything you were saying about how you've been Smelson. I got the sense that you were graduating soon. I wasn't sure because yeah, it sounded like you were graduating like super soon, but then I wasn't sure if you were just if this was just still like just a lot of early preparation type stuff, and it wasn't gonna be until in the spring that you actually that it actually will happen. But yeah, that's awesome that you're there. You're like at the gates. Um, um, how man, I haven't like done anything significant in a long time, so I don't even remember. Like I don't literally like remember the feeling, but like I imagine that it must be like a great feeling to just like all just like those years of hard work, all all culminating to this. So I hope I hope you have a plan for the copious amounts of celebrating you should do once you make it past that whatever is the final date, that the big day. I from what I gather, you you personally, and also some people who know how to have a good time, know how to celebrate correctly. So I entrust you in that um, great responsibility, because it's really like arguably the most important part of achieving something so great is to live it up and and to celebrate it. So um, um, all right, is this better? What I just did here, or is this just weird? It's possible that this is just weird, and like I really wanted to. So like for the idea for the cave was supposed to be that like sorry, one sec. So the idea with the cave and like the layers of parallaxing, it was supposed to be uh um it was supposed to be a little bit. It puts you in a certain range, Nelson. um the concept for the cave was supposed to be like wait, what does it even look like? I forget what version is showing up. Yeah, so like there's supposed to be like this front like the surface level, like you, so it'll be a little more obvious that it's a cave, I think, in most cases, because you'll have entered into the cave and you'll have clearly entered like through the mouth of this cave. But uh yeah, so what um, um yeah, I guess Ricky Martin does technically still exist, right? He just hasn't been relevant in a while. Oh, what is up with the background? Is that showing up weird? Anyways, um, uh, yeah. So the concept, the concept for the cave is supposed to be like, so there's supposed to be this front layer, which is like the cave itself, and then there's supposed to be like a sub layer where mm, I don't know. I might cut the middle layer and just like oof. I don't know. I had a very clear concept in my mind where like the front layer would be like the tunnel, like the cave tunnel itself that you're actually like going through, and then there would be like these openings that like you could see back into like a greater like open cavernous type area. Like we were looking at concept images for, oh yeah, I forgot I had to restart, and so it all went away. But like it was supposed to be like I don't know, just like this, like opening up into like this grand like interior space, and like these are like the grand interior spaces are like what you see through these like openings. But I don't know, it's not really selling it right now. So yeah, so the first thing that well, what Ibuki pointed out earlier, right now it just looks like we're looking out into like, I don't know, like a sky, or like, I don't know. It doesn't look like we're looking into a cave interior here. So I guess like what I'm trying to accomplish now is like to make it more clearly a cave interior. I guess like, well, it doesn't look like sky as much anymore. Although it is still blue. It actually is still surprisingly blue. Maybe I didn't dial down the saturation enough. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna like tweak it one more time and then probably call it good. Cause I don't care anymore. I don't want it to be super saturated. I was thinking of putting in like some sort of like bioluminescent or like phosphorescent like light source in here, so that way it would look a little special, and I might still do that. But I think, yeah, I just have to tone down the minerals themselves so that they don't look as, like, bright blue. So maybe I'll just restore the greenish color, or the chartreuse of these, of these, like, lichens, and, or, like, whatever weird fungus they are. And then, just be happy with that. So just brighten these up again, and then if these are going to be a light source, then this cave won't be completely drab gray, because I can put some like I can put some like highlighting. I can put some highlighting around. I need to finish up this whole area, because now I introduced all these like ugly lines and everything. So yeah. Oh, and yeah, that was the other thing. I need the cave interiors. Yeah, that's probably fine. Huh. Yeah, that's probably fine. Alright. Should I change the color of the lichen? Should I make it more... Maybe I should make it like more flat yellowish rather than like this slightly green tint. How'd that look? If it was more like in this range. I just yeah, actually I think I like that a little bit better. Maybe. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I have to make them a thing and not just like this. Oh, there we go. And not just these like weird lumps on the ground. So for one thing, my impression of them might change. No, I think I liked them better when they were slightly greenish. Whatever. The forest is a very different color green, so it won't completely ruin the palette if I just have like a... Maybe I should make them reddish, actually. No, that's just weird. Yeah, this greenish color is fine for now. That's probably like the least of my that should be the least of my concerns right now. So, all right, let's finish this sucker. All right. Boy. What? No. I don't think I meant to do that. Alright, so... Oops. Nope, what did I just do? On this layer... Can you really draw on layers that aren't even visible right now? That seems like that would be a weird feature to have. Alright. Here, come on, tablet. You can do this. I know you can do this. You've done this before. So yeah. I try not to assume the presence of anyone when I'm streaming. Why is it the fungus? I don't know. The Comet 93. I wish I knew. I think it's because I'm not a good artist, and so I just like I do a lot of trial and error. I'm just trying to figure out what is actually going to work, and so in order to figure that stuff out, I'm just like trying stuff. That's really my best explanation for it. I want to redo the boundaries. Yeah, why not? All right, so for the sorry, I'm just gonna because like there's a you really don't actually see that much of the background through the foreground, so nah, whatever, it's fine how it is. These red marks just indicate like don't bother putting art there because it's never gonna get seen. um, the splotches of yellow, if you're just asking what are the splotches of yellow, the splotches of yellow are going to be where I'll be putting in like a glowing like plant life sort of something growing there. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. We'd find out sooner if my tablet was working. And so I'm literally like just tapping like crazy right now. You can probably hear the tapping noise, and my tablet's just like, no. It's just like, how about I just be dead instead? I just be completely dead and ineffectual. I have no clue what the heck that is, except I know it's annoying. All right, yeah. So I was saying the ceiling should actually be more layered. Not like literally layered, but sorry, 1 second. I'm just gonna turn off the microphone for a second. Sorry. Ugh, tablet. Sorry for the delay. Yes, that's the game that we're working on. Yeah, feel free to ask questions. um, yes, this game is not finished. There are very many things that probably won't make sense without an explanation. Fortunately, guess who's here? Is the developer of this game. So he is here to answer your questions, whatever questions you may have. Fire away. So, for example, right now I'm working on like stalactite type things for the ceiling of this place. For this like cave ceiling that we're trying to get done. At this point, like oh man, I spent way too much time on this. Is all I can really say. I spent way too much. Try sucks. I know it's weird, right? The if I was a hot dog, would I eat myself? I'd probably say I'd like to say no. I'd like to think that I wouldn't, but like I know myself well enough to know that I probably would. I probably would eventually. Maybe not all myself, because at a certain point it'd be difficult, right? Like logistically, like once you've eaten like 90% of yourself, how do you continue eating yourself? Um, so like I'd have to stop eventually, and then I'd just be like a small hot dog face, unable to finish eating the rest of my hot dog person. Uh, yeah, so Trisox, seriously, I mean, I guess I don't know. I get updates here and there on like Twitter and stuff, but how have you been? I so whereas my previous apartment was like unseasonably warm. My current apartment is unseasonably cold, so you'll notice I'm not only wearing clothes, I'm wearing quite a bit. That's because the seasons have quite turned, at least from my perspective. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I think yeah, I'm just adapting to like the new temperature because it's weird. Like literally, like I did it exactly wrong too, because I made it through the entire summer in my apartment that's way too hot all the time, and then and only after the summer, like when it got cold, did I move out. Horlocker, Cloud Horlocker, how's it going? Welcome. How's it going? Uh, oh hey, yeah, I eventually appointed mods. Um, so, blammo. Uh, I held off for the longest time, but at a certain point, I realized that it was just too distracting to not have mods. Like, if I had to worry about all that stuff myself all the time, it was just I just got nothing done. Like, there was like eventually there came a day when like there was just so much going on in chat that like I basically just couldn't accomplish anything, and it was a really sad day. And so after that day, I've just I've just I admit to myself that like yeah, this is just gonna make way more sense to do it this way. I mean, I still do a lot of the moderating myself, but I just don't have to worry about it as much anymore. What was I thinking when I chose those original colors? Because I was thinking like, oh, I'm a madman. I can do anything. Actually, I guess I can go back and check what I was thinking because I did it all on stream, so it's all there. So whoa. Oh, that is the old color. Is it? Well, it's not the right color at any rate. What? What happened there? Excuse me. I mean, yeah, that's the old color. This is the correct color. Oh, you know what also would be quicker? Is that. Bam, look at that. All the edges cleaned magically instantly. So, yeah, I should definitely be doing that instead of this slow redrawing thing that I was on. So, blammo. Shazammo. Shamo. Oh yeah, that's way better. That is way better right there. Although I actually shouldn't necessarily do it here because that's supposed to be the water kind of whatever stuff. It's the same color. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Look at that. Way quicker. I'm just gonna do this here too with this. Whatever. Alright, now it's getting a little messy again, but I have to finish this stuff up anyways, so. Do I play an instrument? I'd like to play the drums. Like sometimes I pretend to play the drums. Like I'll start to practice like as if I could play the drums. I never got really good at it. I sing sometimes. So like this probably sounds I don't know. Sometimes I think this probably sounds a little pretentious, but like singers call this their instrument. They call their vocal cords their instrument. So technically, I suppose. Is there something on my lip? I assume you're just being facetious. But being a intensely self-conscious person, I do have to check. And alright. Thank you, Nanababa. Oh, thank you. Yeah, right. So, this is my new place. I decided to just leave Earth entirely. Ooh, I probably can sing something on stream at some point, but I haven't been singing lately, so if I tried to sing right now, it would be awful. Oh yeah. Smelson knows that my claim to fame is that I sang for the Pope once, and not the current Pope, and actually not the Pope before him, but it was Pope John Paul. I forget which number. He yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, I trust you, Trisox. You've been here from the start, so you're lying. I don't have a green screen. Do you mean there's a spider on the hull of my of my spacecraft? um, I all right. So, gosh, I've literally been working on this cave all day, which is really sad. It's just a, but I have to come to terms with that. It's part of the development process is coming to terms with all the time that you've spent on whatever. And I still haven't even finished fixing all the colors because like I keep leaving all these little patches of the old greenish tones. Anyways, is that better now? Should be pretty good. All right, so yeah. um, Trisocks. When I first started streaming, I before I even told anyone that I was streaming, like I was just practicing at first. I was just like I actually went I brought I like actually was broadcasting. I actually went live, but I wasn't flying. I wasn't like I didn't even well the game dev category didn't exist back then, but I didn't put myself under any category. I didn't like I didn't put like any like important search terms in my excuse me. I didn't put any like important search terms in the title of my broadcast. It was like I was basically just doing it for like to test it out and see that like it worked and see like make sure that the upload speeds worked okay and everything like that. And then Trisox pops in, and I was like I was so surprised because I was like I think one of the first things I said was like how on earth did you find this stream? Like where where did you come from? Because I was planning on some point at like actually telling people that I was gonna be streaming and stuff, but apparently what was it? Trisox, I think your answer was that like apparently somewhere in Twitch there's like a button that just like will bring you to a random stream, and like you clicked it and like you ended up at mine, and yeah, it was I still remember that fondly because that was the point that I was just like, what the heck? I guess I'm streaming now, and I like actually like went for it, and yeah. Smelson has a Smelson's cheating because he knew me in real life before before I started streaming. But that still counts. That still counts. Um, uh, oh, okay, yeah, Brown, yeah. All right, so cool. Um, yeah, that was way back in the day. That was like when my face was like basically the entire screen. Like my face was like so big. It was like if you think my face is big now, like when it first started, it like I like literally it was like half the screen was just like the camera. Cause like I don't know, I was like I don't know. People don't want to see what's like what I'm. People don't care about what I'm actually doing on screen. I might as well just like give the I don't know, like the camera and the screen space to be like 50-50, and they'd both I figured the stream would mostly just be like me talking most of the time, but everyone very quickly the arm longer. That was Nelson and my first collaborative project back before we started working on software. We had a brief stint in hardware, uh, making prosthetic devices. um, that is awesome. I, it's funny. It's funny now looking back at earlier streams because like I haven't changed much like since I started streaming, but the things that I have changed are pretty significant. Like that I wear clothes now, and that like I have like the screen laid out very differently. Like I have chat on screen, and I have like actually have like a sense of like framing instead of just like the very bare bones start. Um, oh gosh. maybe I'll just never finish this. Maybe I'll just work on this for the rest of my life and just never finish it. Is like what it's starting to feel like right now. I mean, I know that won't be. I know I'm just like being mostly just melodramatic, but oh, thank you. No, but this gosh, this cave. It was supposed to be really quick. I was just gonna bang it out, and then I was gonna move on to the next thing. Excuse me. Um, Excuse me. Probably should have muted the mic for that, but sorry. Yeah, no, at this point, like I feel like there's just such a sunk cost. Like I've put so much time into this cave so far. I should finish it. I should see it out. But oops. Oh yeah, right. That's how that works. I don't know, man. I might lose my mind down here. I might just I've never put a you know what? Okay. You know what? I've never put this much time into any of my background. So really what I should be doing right now is just like focusing in on what I need to do in order to finish this and just like bang it out is really what I need to be doing right now. So let's do that. I've been screwing around with like a lot of different whatever. And at this point, like I wanted it all to be like so special and unique and like so everything had to be like just perfect and just so. But that's not my approach to this stuff. My approach to this stuff is like I'm not a great artist. I'm not like even if I spent like the rest of my well no if I literally spent the rest of my life on it, eventually I would get good at art. Like I would be doing it and redoing it so much that eventually I would become a good artist. And no, but like in any reasonable amount of time, I'm not going to like become a radically great artist. So I should really just I should like so like for the forest, like I just like threw vertical brown lines for the for the trunks, and then I put little bushy green stuff on top for the leaves, and that's my art style. It's like quick and cheap, and it only works because it's because it uses very clear ideas. Yeah, again, like I shouldn't be dipping this low. So yeah, like with that, I just need to just finish this this stinking cave. Is all I need to do right now. So I think I'm gonna do it like 2 layers of like each of the tone of like the stalactites going down, and then I guess I don't know, the bottom of the cave, I might do something interesting there. Well, no, I keep saying I want to do the phosphorescent whatever, but I'm not even 100% about that at this point, to be honest. Now, sorry, I'm just cleaning up this stuff. Well, alright, no, maybe yeah, no, maybe alright. Alright, so that's the first, that what we just threw in is the first layer. The second layer is what? The second layer is kind of going in a weird order, because I'm kind of going backwards, but whatever. The second layer is like the first layer, but it's like yeah, it's like, I don't know, whatever. It's like this, I guess. And then no, this might not be fantastic. We'll see how it turns out. We too far. Oh yeah, actually maybe that's better. Smaller might be better. Yeah, this is fine. This is what we're doing. This is how I will accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish right I can clean it up in a second. For now, I'm just like dropping these guys in. Doop-a-doop. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Alright, and actually, I guess the highlight color, I shouldn't use that highlight color that I'm using so far. I should replace it with more of like a slightly green phosphorescent sort of highlight color. And I guess I should be using it not just like across the board. I should be using it relative to the positioning of the phosphorescence, which I think will sell the effect of what it's supposed to be. And I want to put in more stalagmites, but I can do this shortly. I can worry about that later. I want to put in like a reflectance on the water. Tidgens, hey! Oh, welcome! Thank you for the follow. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Hey, how's it going? We're making a cave. You can see on the bottom of the screen there's like a very temp version of the cave art that we had put together a little while ago, and we're changing it a lot. Like we're that crazy like blue and green stuff that we have going on is like getting completely redid, and yeah, we're gonna do it pretty different than how it looked in that version, but that is what we were working on now. Actually, it's what we've been working on all day, to be honest. Oh my. Alright, so yeah, the other thing. So, so the game, when it's done, is going to play out in the stream. It's kind of going to be like a, sort of like a text adventure. It's going to be a very light experience. It's going to be kind of like a text adventure, like multi-engine, tabletop role-playing sort of game that we play on stream. And it's, so basically, like, there are, like, adventures, and you go, so, like, the idea is that, like, pretty much everyone, the idea is that, like, we're all adventurers together, like, embarking on a, like, an adventure together, and, oh, I know what I'll do. Oh, I know what I'll do with the water. There won't be water. Or the water will be invisible. Ooh. Alright, whatever. So there won't be water. Kind of. And then I'll do the reflection by flipping the image and putting it upside down on a layer underneath. Anyways, thank you, Smelson. Oh yeah, so right, so this game, yeah, it's played on stream, and it's supposed to be like kind of like a light, like a narrative driven, like, I don't know, I haven't actually played much tabletop role playing myself, but like the gist with like with that sort of game is that like it's very much about the experience, like, of the players there together. Like, you know, you have like an idea of like what the adventure will be, and then you kind of like, make it up as you go too, right? Like it's about like how players react to like the given circumstances, and like I want it to be like a very like, I want it to feel very like you know, like we all get to kind of like push the fate of the game as it goes, like I mean, like it has like defined game systems, but then we can use those systems however we want, basically, to go on an adventure. Thank you. Yeah, the art isn't usually as bad. I think most of the art that I've made for the game so far is better than this, but for some reason I'm having a heck of a time making these making this cave work. I think I was a little overambitious at first, and now there's been a lot of little correction. Yeah, so the game started with so before I knew what type of game I wanted to make, I knew what I wanted the game to be with respect to the format. So I I didn't basically like actually yeah well I never know what to talk about when I'm making art because I like my brain is like a blank slate when I'm working on this stuff. So I guess I might as well just tell the full version of it. So when I got into streaming, I one thing that I really like about streaming, like before I got into streaming myself, like before I got into broadcasting streaming, I watched a lot of streaming, and I really liked when people would do like charity events where they would like stream for like a marathon or whatever, and they would like be raising funds for like a what is my stylus. I don't know what's wrong with this, but sorry, technical difficulties. Yeah, I thought it was cool when like they would have like the stream going and they would have a marathon stream and like everyone would watch. And the thing is though, like I with a lot of times like I'll watch out of one eye, and like I thought it'd be cool if there was like some way to like add like another layer of engagement to streaming so that I thought it'd be cool if there was like another level so that like because like of course when you're watching a stream you can interact with via chat and that's cool, but I don't know, it's just like it just occurred to me like, oh well, you could have like a game. Yeah, like you could well I'm a game dev, right? So my natural instinct of course is like how can I make a game out of this? And so what I came up with was well, no, actually, I didn't even come up with anything immediately. It just occurred to me, like at that point, I was like, well, okay, so I want to make a game that like is like a like it's not like Twitch plays Pokemon where the game is the stream, and it's not like I forget what else it wasn't like, but yeah, basically, I wanted to make something that was like a companion experience, so it wouldn't detract from like what was happening. Like it wouldn't replace like what we think of as streams, but instead it would just kind of like accompany or complement that. And so even before I knew like what type of game I made was going to make, I those were like the ideas that I had going in. Like those are a bit of the inspiration. And so with that, I was like, all right, so what makes what if I'm going to be making a game for a stream, like I want to make a game that that really had to be a game for a stream, like something that hasn't really been done before. So so like the thing that makes streams interesting to me, or like the thing that like what differentiates a stream from like a lot of what might have what else like could have what else I guess there could have been, or like what could have come before like streaming was like there's this asymmetrical relationship between like the broadcaster and the participant. So I mean it kind of reminded me of I think that like it was that particular aspect of streaming that got me thinking about like the tabletop role playing, because the there's that same sort of relationship with like between the players and the dungeon master, um, and and then like the modes of interaction on stream, like there's like for me it's output, but for you guys it's the input of like the stream itself, like what you guys see on stream. I just wanted to leverage that because like actually an earlier version of this game played entirely in chat, but then at that point it was like, well then why does this even have to be a stream game? Like if it only plays out in chat, then this could happen anywhere that that like chat is taking place. So yeah, no, it was important for me to tie in the visuals as well, because although, as I've been saying all day, I'm not a great artist, I wouldn't the game wouldn't have felt complete to me if I hadn't at least added in some of those graphical features somehow. Um, so yeah, it was so it's like the project's been like evolving over time, and I've been like kind of like changing some aspects of it and adding like to the scope of it, the features that I really wanted to to like deliver on that original like that original inspiration that I had for the project. So yeah, that's kind of how I've gotten to where I am now with the project. I mean, like there were some features that were a little too ambitious and also non-essential, so I had to like cut them along the way. But the yeah, okay, so the mechanics of the game, it's very event driven. So like most of the time, what we see. What's happening all the time is that we have this like visual display where like the heroes are embarking on their journey, but that part is actually non-interactive. So um, the interactivity comes in at intermittent events, which the system you'll notice there are like those action tags on screen, or there's like weird words on screen, which I call action tags. Um, uh, and that's actually so the reason those words are showing up is because it's actually technically like the game is actually like running in another chat channel right now. Eventually it'll move to the like the main chat channel, and it'll be playable here, but because it's still in work in progress, it's not final. I have it running over there instead. Actually, I guess I could run it in this chat channel at this point, because I'm not really iterating on those features anymore. Huh. Huh. Maybe I should bring it over to this channel. I'm tempted. No, I stop and restart the scripts enough that it would probably be obnoxious if I did that. But actually, no. I don't need to. I'm not really testing the event system anymore. But I'm gonna test. I'm gonna have to test it once I do the character art. So never mind. I won't bring it over yet. Yeah. So eventually it's gonna run in this channel, and so like the action tags represent the possible actions that players can take in a given event. If you so in the other here, I guess I'll link to the other chat channel where it's taking place in case anyone's curious and wants to see like what the events. Oh yeah, whoops, no, I don't have it open. Want to see like whoops, no, no, stop. Wants to see how the event system works. So, like yeah, I talked about how the idea is that like basically everyone here, like everyone who's viewing and participating in chat and watching the stream and including myself, and actually including the bot too, how we're hypothetically we're all like a band of adventurers embarking on this journey, and so the way the event system works, the way the event system works, I'm holding my tablet. I'm holding my stylus upside down. Sorry. The way the event system works, like everyone gets to choose like everyone it represents like everyone has their like own adventure. We are each represented individually, like in this world, but then the like depending on the events, like there are different event types, and depending on what type of event it is, the strategy is essentially either to work together. I mean, there's always some degree of coordination involved because, or rather, in some cases you don't literally have to work together, but in some cases it works to your advantage if you pay attention to what other people are doing and take action accordingly. There are 5 different event types. In 2 of them, one of them's like a free for all. One of them you can do like basically whatever you want, and it's slightly random what the results will be. But in 2 of the event types, the idea is roughly that you want to like work together, and you basically want to pick a strategy and get as many as people on board with that strategy as possible. In the other 2 event types, it's about like covering your bases. So like you you actually kind of want to do the opposite. You don't want too many people to pick the same option, or take the same action, because if everyone chooses the same action, you might risk failure or some other negative consequence. And so yeah, so there are two event types of each of those natures, and that's because so for each of those like strategies, I guess, there are situations wherein you can only succeed by everyone working together, and there are other situations that are a little more like every man for themselves, where your personal outcome improves if you choose the correct option, but like other people, you know, can fail independently, and it doesn't actually like affect you. So I don't know. It's excuse me. Sorry. Um, yeah, if you check out that other chat channel right now, you'll see like I think there are a number of different. I mean, there are a number of different events. There are what, like 15 different events that I've stubbed in so far, and like you'll notice the events are like not super complex. So like I'll be adding, like, there's like a pool of events to pull from, and I'll be adding more. Those are just the prescripted events. Those are the ones that happen automatically over time, and then those are like separate from the like the main. So those are like, so like this, I call this project side quest, but like those automated quests are like kind of like the side quests within the side quests, and then the main quest. Oh yeah, so I have this control panel where I can alter events live as the game is played using this control panel, and so that's how I kind of act as the dungeon master, and that in that way I can kind of like administer the main quest series. So and that'll be more of a narrative experience. So yeah, Light Up Man. So we're having a day. We're having an interesting day. I'm making a cave, and I'm spending. Debatably, I'm spending way too much time on it, but I think I'm almost done. So I guess that's the good part. I just have to. I just have to. I just have to finish this really. Um, I should just cut the bioluminescence. I should just cut it. I should just get rid of it. That would be the, like... Yeah, no, it's probably the right idea to do that. Because like I was saying before, like... For the forest, I just made brown vertical line trunks. And I made, like, bushy green stuff for the tops. And that's my art style. My art style is very simplistic, very direct. It doesn't convey complicated ideas. It conveys very simple ideas in a very clean and sufficient manner. So, oof. Oh no! Light Up Man, no! That is the worst thing. Oh yeah, I'm in space. That's the best thing. But no, oh my gosh. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so hard. I'm so sorry to hear that, Light Up Man. Um, I'll, wait here. Here, have some space dust. Maybe that might, it won't recover your lost project, but, it's the best I can do right now. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, you should remake it. No, I'm sorry. That's probably the last thing on your mind, right? Because like I know whenever I lose work, I just never want to think of it ever again. I just want to basically like act as though it never existed. Just forget, just like completely like rinse all knowledge of it from my mind, and just move on with my life. Um, so these are stalactites, in case anyone was curious what the heck I'm doing. I'm not going to add very many of them. Just a smattering here and there. Oh, cool. I don't know. Can you? Are you using Better Twitch TV? Because Better Twitch TV doesn't filter out links, even if the channel filters out links. This is in case Light Up Man's link didn't go through. Here it is. Yeah, Better Twitch TV is pretty rad. I mean, you can all see that I use it, but oh yeah. I reposted your link just in case. That looks pretty rad. That I like the art that you have going on there. The little green dude. That was pretty rad. Oh man. Yeah. What was what was your game about? Like what was the because like the theme of the jam was the whole game on one screen, right? So from what I gather from that, from what I gather from that is that what we were seeing in the screenshot is the entire game. So yeah, how did it play? Like what type of stuff did you put in it? If you'd rather just disavow all knowledge of it ever existing, I would understand though. Oh, okay. Oh, and so do you play it as Ed in the game, or because I noticed there's another character. The if the yeah the, so like the red dude, it looks like he's wearing a cool helmet, kind of, or like some sort of cool headgear. And is that like another playable character, or is that like is that like a an ally or like an enemy or something? Um, Jelly people. That sounds sensible. I mean, if they didn't want to get eaten, they shouldn't have been made out of jelly, right? uh, I should be working on a bigger range because why not? Yeah. Oh man, I've had days like that. I I like skip breakfast and then like I don't even feel like I don't even feel like moving at all at that point. um, so yeah, I think oh man, I think I just have to cut the I just have to cut the phosphorescent stuff. Oh, that's so sad. But I really do. I really should never have. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I was an artist, is what I thought. I had this strange delusion, wherein for a moment I had like art skills that were sufficient and effective, but no, no, nope, not one bit, not even once. Oh wow! Look, I forgot to put the big ones in here. Oops. Whatever. Good enough. Oh god, what am I doing? Like drawing. I'm just I'm drawing at the bottom of the screen. No, stop. What is that even? Oh wow, I forgot a lot of them. Cool. Anyways. Just kind of stopped at some point for whatever reason. Whatever. It doesn't really matter if I draw on that red part down there. But, oh, whoops, sorry. I stopped paying attention to chat for some reason. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Jelly people. Got it. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Rich, yeah, thank you for hanging out. It was great to have you here. I hope to see you again. Yeah, right. I plan to be streaming again tomorrow, so um, I hope to catch you then. Have a wonderful whatever time of day it is where you are, and I'll catch you in the near future. um, Yeah, this is it's getting pretty close to midnight in Europe. Or actually, I guess in some places in Europe it's past midnight already. It's like it's getting late. It's getting late, so anyone viewing from there, this is usually around the time that crowd starts to depart. Oh, Ibuki should be back soon, maybe? Because he left at 4 o'clock and he said he'd be back in 2 hours. And it's 20 minutes, 19 minutes until said time. So I don't know if I'll stream much later than that though. I am approaching the Andromeda space thing. What's it called? Is it a nebula or a galaxy or something? I don't know. That one. I just punched Andromeda into my space GPS and it's basically on autopilot. Yep. That's where I am. Totally there. Totally a truthful thing that I just said. I swear. Um, Excuse me. I'm just gonna mute the microphone for a second. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm such a trustworthy person. I'm just so truthful. Oh wow. When I lie, my nose turns bright red. Apparently. Sorry, I'm just so vain that it really bothers me. that that whatever. But anyways, whoops, what am I doing? Yeah, Turbo NASA at the speed of light. uh, um, yeah, someone pointed out that I'm actually traveling faster than light speed. I guess like they were able to deduce that just by the speed of the stars traveling in the background, and so if anyone's curious, apparently the trick to traveling faster than light speed is just well, I said this earlier, but the trick, it turns out the trick to traveling faster than the speed of light is to put you just stack a few phone books on the accelerator to your spaceship, and that'll really kick it up. You just push that accelerator down as hard as possible, and that's the secret to faster than light travel. Science. Science. Alright, I don't have to actually care about this part because it's almost certainly out of frame. Man, this is gonna be really anticlimactic once I'm done with this and it's not super impressive. It's like, you know, if you work on something for this long, but you kind of hope that it's at least like super impressive, that it's at least like mind-blowingly perfect and awesome in every way. I don't know if I'm gonna hit quite on that exactly, but you know how it is. So I gotta stop nicking those edges with a. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was just one of those happy accidents, right? You're just a little impatient, and you feel like kicking your spaceship into slightly faster gear, and you accidentally unravel the mysteries of the universe. It's funny how that happens, right? They they say that like 80% of discoveries in modern science are caused by putting phone books weird places. So I'm living. I don't know who says that. I think crazy people on the street say that, but I'm living proof that that is in fact true. Totally truthful, 100% factual, not at all a lie. Yeah. I really should have done this on separate layers, so I don't have to keep retouching the shading in the background. Not that I really have to be retouching the shading in the background. I don't know. I'm doing it for whatever reason. Whatever. Whatever. I'll just do it to all of these. I'm gonna go back and touch them up. Alright, pointy stalactites. So, man, I got kind of a late start today. I should stream for a while. I don't know if I'm 100% going to. Hold on. I know one thing that'll help me though. I have a does space get screwed up whenever I get off camera? Space gets screwed up, doesn't it? I'm getting better space in the future. I went online and I ordered better space, better like the universe to put in the background, but it hasn't arrived yet. It's probably not going to arrive for a while. So until then, I have to settle for this mediocre universe that we've got rocking back here. Oh yeah, I'm doing that thing where like I'm working on art, and so I just kind of like run out of things to say. I just kind of like stop saying things at a certain point. Which I don't mean to do intentionally. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Let It Man. You're so kind. So, alright, yeah, what am I going to do for the phosphorescence now that I'm not doing it? Now that I'm getting rid of the phosphorescence altogether. What am I doing instead? Well, for one thing, I'm replacing the phosphorescence with, oops, wait, no, this color, spill here. Replacing the phosphorescence with this color. Whoops, that color is creeping up all over the place. Alright, yeah, just do these first, and it's gonna keep that creepy outline for a little while. Oh wait, no, that one shouldn't be that color. Actually, that one shouldn't be either. Yeah, oops, that was not what I meant to do. And actually, that one shouldn't be either. That one should be. That one should not be. Oh yeah, so that was the only one that actually should be this color. Alright, so yeah, I can do that. And then these ones should be this other color instead. maybe, huh? I don't know. I just need to get, this cave looking adequate, and then I can worry about adding in whatever extra details later. Yeah. Alright. So this will still be water. Maybe we should just have water across the whole thing. Nah. Whatever. Alright. Let's finish up these stalactites. Does anyone know the difference between a stalactite and a stalagmite? Or, I mean, if you know what the difference is, do you know which one is which? And do you know, and if you do you know perhaps a mnemonic device to remember what's the difference between a stalactite and a stalagmite? Or rather, which is a stalactite and which is a stalagmite? If you do, feel free to shout it out. Otherwise, I'll share this super important knowledge with all of you. So important, right? Like, how often in life are you like walking down the street and you're like, oh shoot, wait, are stalactites the one on the ceilings or are stalactites the one on the ground, right? It's so embarrassing when that happens, right? Because like everyone's watching and there you are, not able to remember whether the ones on the grounds are called stalactites or stalagmites. It happens to everyone. It happens to the best of us. But there's a trick. Yes, that is correct. So Lighterman is oh, did you cheat? Did you look it up? Because there's actually, yeah, there's a way to that I don't even remember when I learned it. Probably in like I never took a class in geology. Like, where do you learn geology? I guess in science class. Yeah, like I never really like studied geology. Maybe we did like a unit on it in science class or something. Or like maybe I just picked it up as like a bit of like esoteric trivia from somewhere. But yeah, stalactites grow on the ceiling, and stalagmites grow on the ground, is how I remember it. So the C and the G. Yeah. 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 It's just one of those like little things that like once you know it, it's like magic and you know it forever. And like so one of my superpowers, and now one of your superpowers too, is that when you talk about stalactites or stalagmites, you use the correct word. It's I don't know, it's just one of those things that you can feel smart when you know that you're saying the right one, right? I'm like a word nerd though. Like I used to play like super word games when I was like a little person. I'm not as much of a word nerd anymore. I kind of chilled out in that regard, but like I don't know. I still like you know little bits of trivia like that. So my favorite one that I learned recently was that I always kind of like faked like the whom thing. Like I always like whenever people made a joke about like correct usage of who and whom, I'd always be like yeah, and then secretly not really know when. Like I would just say who or whom depending on like which sounded right, I guess. And so I'd basically never say whom unless I knew I was supposed to be saying whom. So oh yeah, I got rid of it. So it used to be right. So so yeah, you'll notice that like in the stuff showing on the screen down there, the background layer used to be like bright blue and yellow, and because originally it was going to be like this. It was supposed to be like these really like surreal looking these really like majestic and surreal like cave interior spaces that were supposed to like, it was supposed to be like you would just catch glimpses of like this really grand like interior space. So like the bluish stuff was supposed to be like kind of like this like crazy looking minerals, these crazy looking minerals. And so like originally I was going to do basically the same thing that I'm doing here with like the stalactites and everything, except I was going to do it all in like those bright blue tones. But then it never looks it wasn't looking right. It wasn't looking like this like mineral stuff. It was looking like the sky basically, or like it was looking like a whole other scene. Like it wasn't reading as what I was intending it to be. And so then there's the yellow blocks, which it was supposed to be like the yellow. I was talking about like phosphorescence and bioluminescence and stuff for a while because I wanted like, so like I was picturing like kind of like a fantastic surreal looking interior space where there was going to be like some sort of flora that was actually like emanating a light source. And so it was going to be like it's gonna be that yellow. It was gonna be like yellowish. It was gonna be like a fungus sort of thing, and it was going to be like how these whole interior spaces were illuminated. And since then, I've basically just kind of like scrapped all of that, and so that this what we're working on here, this like super drab thing, is actually the same layer. Oh my gosh! Wow, I should have zoomed out earlier because this looks so dumb. This looks super dumb. Yikes. Oops, that's the wrong color. Wow. Yeah, I didn't pick up on that until just recently, but alright, yeah, so super dumb. I'm not gonna get rid of all of this, but I'm gonna get rid of a lot of this. Whoops. Kind of lost track of that one. That's why you should zoom out fairly frequently when working on this stuff, because if you don't, sometimes you lose track and you end up making stuff that's super dumb by accident. So let's instead do like this, I guess. Actually, is it gonna look super dumb if I do this? I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I did not put nearly enough variation in this, and it ended up looking very repetitious. Is what I did not. I really should have seen that coming, but for whatever reason I did not. And whoops. So yeah, let's fix that. I'm not going to spend a ton of time trying to fix this. I'm probably just going to kind of like slap together some whatever dumb slightly alternative version of what we'd had, and then just call that a day. Because seriously, oh my god, I've been working on this so long. Why am I doing this? What does it all mean? What is it all for? Why do I even bother with any of this? It's all it's all lost its meaning. Once again, I forgot to go all the way to the end. I didn't even. Well, I guess that's good because considering how much of it I'm getting rid of. But oof, I say, oof. How does this look with the whatever on top? Maybe it doesn't look as bad with the other layer on top. Nah, it doesn't look good. Does not look good. Oh, wow. Wow. Woof. Oh, sorry. I don't know. I just don't even know. Ugh. So not feeling it right now. I guess I could just make it darker. Where did I come up with this tone, anyways? How did I decide that that was like an appropriate color? Because I really don't feel like it is anymore. Which makes me wonder, like, by what decision-making process did I think it was good, that it would have been good earlier on? I don't know. But I kind of also don't care anymore. So I'm probably just gonna nuke, like, basically all of this. I'll, like, just in case I change my mind later and I think, like, oh no, this is salvageable, I'll like copy all this to a new layer. And I'll just like, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. And I'll just like put that layer somewhere else. But then, yeah, no, I'm just going to destroy everything else, I think. Because this is all dumb. This is all dumb. This is all so dumb. Yikes. Well, a good thing I spent so much time working on something so dumb. Something so intensely dumb. Oops, what did I just do? What? You really shouldn't be able to affect other layers, like layers that are not visible. Like, that's creepy that it lets you, like, do things to layers that are not visible. What am I doing? I'm doing this. No, what the heck? No, what the heck is your problem? You weird weirdo. Layer 9. We're working on layer 9. You weird weirdo. Depression. Not literal depression, but like... Ugh. Whatever. This cave is gonna be so boring. The funny part, though, is that it's also gonna be really simple. And, like, the reason I say funny is that, like, I could have like, the finished product, like, what the finished product is gonna be, it's gonna be so simple that I could have busted out so fast. Like, I could have done it so quick, and there would have been nothing to it. It would have been the simplest thing. I could have just, like, did it, like, in no time at all. Like, oh man, I guess it's a good lesson. I mean, it was like the biggest waste of time and like the worst way I could have spent today, but it's a good lesson, in that I don't know, I mean, like, it's all I can do to not get depressed about how sad and bad and lame this all is. But, I mean, the good news is that the only people who will ever know about how pathetic this whole process is the people who watched the stream today. And, like, future generations will just see, oh, look, a boring cave, and that will be all there is to it. Alright. Oh man, there it is. A slightly darker line extending through mostly dark stretch. That's what this has become. So yeah, so now we have like these 2 layers of caves. And, oh. So it's probably, alright, well now that I can change the color easily enough, I should probably like, probably follow in the pattern that I'd been following before, where basically this is the darker color. Oh, this is the darker color. And then the lighter color is like so. And spill that. And then is that all of it? And let's darken this a skosh. I'm allowed to use that word once per stream, and that was my usage of that word this stream. Oh wait, hold on. I like that. That's good. Dry socks. It's probably very true too. Yeah, exercise is one of those things that I always like feel like I have a strong disinclination to actually do it when I'm not doing it, but then as soon as I've done it, I'm like, oh wow, everything's much nicer now. The world is just happier. The world is just a lovelier place now. Alright, so brightness, contrast, brightness. Yeah. Alright. There it is. There we have it, folks. The world's most boring cave that took forever. Forever. And I'm still not technically done with it because I haven't done like the sorry. I'm gonna export this new version just to see what it looks in all its glory. All of its glory. Well, let's put the duders back in for a second. Yeah. Alright. Sorry, I'm being dramatic. File, save as. Oh man. This is 0, I think. This one's 0. Yes, this is correct. And then undo, nuke, file, save as. This one is 1. Yes. Okay. Undo, nuke, and this one is 2. Undo. We can save all of this as the layers, whatever. Alright, so now let's rerun the script, see how this works out. Oh boy. Oh man. I just had such grand plans for how all this would work out, and I'm just opening the stream on my other monitor to see how it looks, and I think I'm probably gonna call it soon, you guys. Just as a heads up, I'm probably not even gonna finish this one stupid cave today. Yeah. So after this, I'm probably gonna start wrapping up. Wow, that's way too dark. I need to lighten up. I just need to lighten the whole thing up. Yeah. It's so dark there might as well be like nothing in those, like behind. All right. Um, so yeah, all right. I'm gonna start doing the whole wrap up procedure. So I'm gonna say goodbye, and then I'm going to. But before I start saying goodbye, I'm gonna look for another streamer that. Actually, hold on. Before I wrap up, I just need to throw a green blanket over the window to my spacecraft, so that way the glare of the radiation doesn't affect you. So here, I'm just gonna throw a green sheet over the. All right, there we go. So now you don't have to worry about the the space radiation like melting your monitors or anything. All right, so right now there's the other reason I'm not allowed to show. The reason I went full screen face cam is because I'm not supposed to show other people's streams on stream. But I'm just gonna quickly look for another cool streamer, and we can send it over in that direction. Oh, this guy's really good. Hopefully he's online and like streaming and stuff. Yeah, totally. All right, so I found one. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to do what? Well, I can put it back. I don't just stay on full face cam. Yeah, so thank you everyone who tuned in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. Sorry the stream got like kind of, I don't know. I always feel better when I actually like accomplish something, and then when I don't like accomplish something, or when I'm not satisfied with like with like the state of accomplishments, like it's just always like disappointing or whatever. I'm not staying online any longer, if that's what you're asking, Trisox. But before I go, I'm gonna say thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you for all the John Winter. Yeah, I was just gonna mention, like, John Winter's got the right idea. There's a follow button, or no, it's down in like that corner. So feel free if you want to. We're gonna do more interesting stuff in the future, like, because we're gonna do more stuff in the future, and anything had to have been more interesting than this. So yeah, there's the follow button. Thank you, John Winter, for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. It's I mean, you guys are the reason I do this, this whole streaming business. So I'm glad you guys could all tune in, and I had fun. Like, I can complain about the end results as much as I want, but it was still like an enjoyable enough experience. So yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in, and I hope to see y'all again in the near future. I'm gonna finish wrapping up. I'm going to wait for stream delay, and then I'm gonna kick it over to this other streamer. Dare to say I hope to see you again soon, and have a wonderful time, whatever time it is, wherever you are now. Oh gosh, I'm fumbling hard today, but yeah, I look forward to a bright future where we can finish up this project, and then we can actually play it at some point, which will be cool. So yeah, I ran out of things to say. Bye. Goodbye everyone. Alright, now I'm waiting for stream delay, so if you see this part, it's because I timed it poorly. Doop boop doop. Host DN10. I never know how long to wait for stream delay. Oh, but I have the thing open on my other monitor. Oh, so I've waited too long already. Whoops. Anyways. Alright.